Hello, this is Matt from tracyandmatt.co.uk, and here I am with, well, you've probably already recognised the fact that it's the new Apple iPhone 5S. Do just a quick unboxing video for you. We know there are plenty of unboxing videos out there, but you know, this is ours, and for completeness, we thought we'd have one as well. So we'll take a look inside. Obviously, it's been released a few weeks. There have been some supply issues with certain models, particularly the new gold, champagne gold version. So we have the iPhone on top. Going to come back to that in just 1 second. In the box we have the user guide or getting started guide and the little tool to remove the SIM card tray. We then have the charger, which has been the same for forever. The USB wall charger, so with a USB socket on the bottom. We then have the headphones, which are the new ones obviously, with the volume control and the push button in the middle and the microphone. I particularly don't use them. I use my own, but you know, I know they're quite popular now. And then we have the lightning cable, so a USB to lightning cable there in the box as well. So just put that back to one side. Taking a look at the phone. So the new design is a little bit different to the old one in some respects, and we'll just quickly touch upon those. I suppose the most important or most significant change in terms of visual and technology is the fingerprint reader on the bottom. So the home button now has the fingerprint recognition built into it as well. It is optical fingerprint recognition. In terms of the rest of the stuff, well, we have the same size display. It's 640 by 1136 pixels, 4-inch diagonal. It is 640 by 1130 pixels, 4-inch diagonal. One thing you might notice, particularly if you're used to the iPhone 5, is the edges around the screen are now sort of like this polished silver, and the sides are slightly different. If I bring in sort of like the iPhone 5, you'll perhaps notice that there's sort of difference in the design there around the edges. Now I think that's pretty good that they've done that, because one thing that seemed to happen particularly on the iPhone 5 in black is that the edges of the aluminium would actually rub off pretty quickly, whereas now you've sort of got what has already been done for you kind of thing. So that's sort of there as well. There are, as before, 16, 32 and 64 gigabyte models available. There's 1 gig of internal RAM. Around the outside, much as before, we have the little switch which you can use to turn off, or you can change the setting for that to turn off the loudspeaker, the up and down volume control. The switch can also be used to prevent rotation. On the bottom we have the headphone socket, so we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, the loudspeaker on the bottom, and then also the lightning connector on the bottom too. That's again a little design change from previously. Just a little refresh really. Ultimately it looks pretty much the same, just a little bit tidier and sort of more of a silvery grey versus black edge around it. On the right hand side we have the SIM card tray. It takes a nano SIM, and then the power button on top. On the back we have the new camera, so it has a dual LED flash, sort of an amber and a white LED to sort of get a better reproduction of flash for more natural tones when using the LED flash. And then the camera on the back there, which has obviously been updated as well. So it's an 8 megapixel camera with autofocus, forward facing camera as well, which is a 1.2 megapixel forward facing. We obviously have things like Wi-Fi, as you come to expect, which now supports the AC standard. We have 4G supporting most of the LTE modes, and again there's different sort of versions for different regions throughout the world. The CPU is a dual-core 1.3 gigahertz Apple A7 processor, which is the new processor, which is 64-bit, and obviously we are running new iOS 7. Back to just doing a quick comparison. We're a little bit lighter than the old iPhone 5, but essentially we're exactly the same size. Design wise, very similar. The home button pretty much the only thing that really gives it away. when looking at it like this, just not having that little square in the middle of the home button, kind of all that really shows the difference. The side is a little bit updated. The little lock switch or rotate switch or the volume mute switch is a little bit different. Bottom's much the same. Side again much the same. Placement of the SIM card, and on top the placement of the buttons are all the same. Advantage, I suppose, of that is that if you had a case for your iPhone 5, you can use your iPhone 5S case. But anyway, that's just a quick look at the iPhone 5S. We won't touch on it too much. I mean, there's tons and tons of information about the iPhone 5S and iOS 7 and various other things out there, so we won't go into too much detail. This has just been a quick unboxing video for you. If you want to follow us on Twitter, it's twitter.com/TracyandMatt or facebook.com/TracyandMatt.co.uk, and we'll be back soon with some more videos and reviews on TracyandMatt.co.uk. But for now, thanks for watching.